Today, we are going to rank the top stocks on WallStreetBets and see if any of them are worth your time and your money. Joe and I are both professional investors, and we're going to do it all in 10 minutes or less. So hang on to your butt cheeks. We got this. Let's go, Joe. All right. So first, SpaceX. Let's start with SpaceX. Now, of course, SpaceX is not going to be in Outlier because it just opened. And so let's go to the daily chart of SpaceX. Man, what a big, beautiful, amazing chart that is, Joe. What do you think? What's your opinion here? Are you going to buy, close, pass, or short?
As a trend trader, Chris, I have to pass. I see no trend. I just see a candle. I got to pass.
But Joe, this is the initial public offering. Don't you understand that if you don't buy it today, you will never in the rest of the history of time ever be able to buy SpaceX ever again?
Yeah, I could. Let's see. I could buy it in 50 days when there is a trend, perhaps. If the signs are there.
Hang on. Don't get all high and mighty over here. So, are you telling me that if you put $10,000 in SpaceX, this is the one time you could ever put $10,000 into SpaceX to be a Brazilianaire later on, right? There's no other time you can ever buy it.
Oh, geez, you could buy it. What is it? After 9:30 Eastern every day until 4 o'clock Eastern every day, Monday to Friday. There's lots and lots of opportunities.
But Joe, shouldn't we FOMO into SpaceX right now?
Well, casinos make money because people do FOMO at the table. So, if you don't want to be a trend trader, sure, toss it in there.
All right, fine. I'll go full port without you then. There you go, SpaceX full port. How about the next one, Virgin Galactic? We already went to space once, so let's go to space for real. SPCE. Let's go to Virgin Galactic. What's going on over there? Okay, Joe, you tell me. How are you going to rank Virgin Galactic?
It's troublesome, right? We've got a fresh sell signal, and if I'm following my plan, it's going to tell me to get out of it. Do I have a reason to short? We've got fear and greed falling. We've got industrials relatively flat. If for some reason I just had to buy something, I'd probably short it.
Really? Okay. Joe's going short SPCE. He's going to short it. I would, well, again, to Joe's point, it does have the sell signal. It is getting less greedy. And of course, a lot of people FOMO'd into this in the SpaceX confusion, I'm sure. I'm going to stay away from this one. I'm going to pass because I feel like this is one of those situations where people accidentally bought the stock, which means they're going to very on purposely sell it as fast as they possibly can. Okay. Joe, let's go to the next stock on the list over here.
If they sell it as fast as they can, that means I make money.
Ooh. Oh, there you go. Great point. Great point. Next stock, Micron. Now, Micron's had a couple buy signals and sell signals pull through. Right? While that loads in, let's go to it real quick. Micron. So if we go to the daily chart, and we make it look more better. All right. So first, Micron had a huge 122% move between this buy and this sell. Okay. 122%. Then it had another 12% move right after that from this buy to this sell. Now, it did get a fresh sell signal today. So I think if you were going to, now granted, maybe I shouldn't tell you what I was going to say on that. Maybe Joe should give us his opinion. What do you think about Micron right here?
Well, I do see that sell signal, and I see a ton of greed there. Those green candles are so tall, right? So this tells me that it's probably not a good time to get in. And the other reason I see that is because you were showing some order blocks above, and that means there's going to be a hard battle to keep that price rising up. So if I'm not already in this, I've got to pass. I don't see a reason to short, so I'm just going to pass.
Okay, cool. I would take a little bit of a different approach here in this case. I'm looking at it as if you've had the opportunity once to get out of the way, opportunity twice to get out of the way. This is your third opportunity to take profits. Not many times in life do you get 3 opportunities to take profits before something bad happens. Now, do I know if something bad's going to happen? No, but the signs are there. First, in the tech sector's greed is falling off hard. The tech sector number of buy signals is falling off hard. The tech sector number of downtrends is growing while uptrends is falling. Okay. And if this one stock can buck all that, that sounds great. But I'll tell you one thing. Again, if you ever had 3 opportunities to get out of the way and get your money, I think that's a great time to do it. I'm going to give it a close ranking, like I want to sell and get my profits today. All right, Joe. How about Microsoft? The old boomer stock, Microsoft, MSFT. All right, Microsoft. What are you thinking here?
Look at that downtrend. We've got a red background here. Got a sell signal. You know, I'm going to short this thing because I'm not too many days away from that sell signal, and it's been on a downtrend. I've got my crosses. It's getting more fearful. I'm shorting. Let's short this, Chris.
Dude, I agree with you. I agree with you fully. Microsoft to me looks like a short setup, like nobody's business. It's like it's lost all of its greed. It's now into the fearful category. Same on the fear and greed on the sector. Same number of sell signals on the sector. This is a boomer stock, and it absolutely is a stock that I would be ready to profit as it goes down, not holding on to it as it goes up. So I agree with you on that. I'm going to go on short as well. How about Rocket Lab? To the moon, Joe. You know the deal. Rocket Lab. It says rocket in the name, so therefore it must only go up, right?
All the space stocks,
Ooh.
right?
Ooh. Ooh. Look at
All right,
that.
so we've got a new trend change here, right? The 10 is under the 20. We've got a sell signal. We're going more fearful. The constituency map's kind of going sideways here. Yeah, Lord have mercy. I've got no order blocks above or below. I'm not getting any. I'm not getting any strong feelings here. I'm just gonna pass. This one isn't tickling my fancy, I guess. I'm passing.
Dude, it's down 10% today. Literally down 10. Do you remember doing this last week and everything was down at least double digits that we looked at? It was a brutal week. But looking at Rocket Lab, right? Why does this goes back to what I've been saying about, like, why does anybody need consumer staples? I don't need food when I got rockets, right? I don't need that rocket now that I got a new rocket that I can buy. Of course, this one's going to fall 10% in a single day. I would look to short Rocket Lab in this case because you got your bearish trend started. You got your sell signal right before it tippy-toppity right there. It's getting way more fearful. The whole industrial sector on average is getting more fearful. So yeah, I'd be ready to Rocket Lab this into the ground. I would like to see this one blow up just as much as Jeff Bezos's did. How you like that?
Oh, burn.
Jeff Bezos' rocket blew up on the launching pad with only like $1 billion worth of equipment. That's what I want to see happen to Rocket Lab. All right, Joe. Adobe. ADBE. All right, looking at the Adobes right now. What are you thinking?
Gosh, how far can it possibly go? It even went through the resistance.
Yeah, hang on, let's zoom out a little
signal.
bit. It's been going down. Sorry to interrupt you, Joe. It's literally been on a downtrend for an entire year at this point. It's had about 2 weeks of not being in a downtrend, and the rest of it has been straight down the entire year since this point.
Yeah, and sell signal very recently following a buy to close shorts. This could still have momentum down. I'm going to short it. A few more factors I would check, but with what I'm seeing here, short it. How much can the dip dip?
Oh, bro, it's down 6% today. Dude, this is a brutal stock. Like literally, this is one of those perfect examples of you don't fight the trend. Like it peaked back in February of 2024 and has basically been down the same trend train since that point. And Joe, if you were looking at a trend, how would you know which direction it's going? Is it really, really hard?
No, I would just look at the outlier trend template. I would look for the 10 EMA to be under the 20 EMA and then check where the price is. It's great if it's under the 50 EMA if I'm trying to consider shorts.
Yeah, this is absolutely destructive right there. That right there, my friends, ADBE. That's what destructive natures look like in the stock market. Absolutely horrible. So Joe shorting it, I would short it as well. Joe, I don't know about you, but we're not looking at very many stocks that we want to buy, right? We got 30 seconds to go. Let's give it the old college try on ASTS here, right? We got to find one ASTS. This has got to be it, right? My money's burning a hole in my pocket. We don't have outlier data for this one. Let's skip this one. Let's go to Tesla. Let's go to Tesla. Tesla's going to be a sympathy play from Rocket Lab. Let's go look at that. Not Rocket Lab, SpaceX. All right, Joe. Tesla.
Okay, Tesla. It's too far from the sell signal for me, so I'm just going to pass this one. Sorry.
Joe's passing. Discretionary sector is actually looking strong. It's more uptrends, more buy signals, less downtrends, getting more greedy. But Tesla's in its. Oh, Joe, that was our timer. Our timer's going off right now, Joe. How could we do this?
Oh, no.
Looking at it right now, I'm looking at a situation where it's like, you know what? The sell signal has been in place for a long time. And let's go to Tesla stock today. Yeah, it's definitely within that downtrend. Look at this is order block city. Look, it's got overlapping order blocks here. You don't see that very often. You've got bearish overhead blocks combined with bullish underneath blocks, bullish support blocks. I don't think I've ever seen that where they overlap each other like that. So for that reason, I'm gonna stay away from this guy. By the way, tell me order blocks don't work. Look at it come right to this order block and bounce. Tell me order blocks don't work.
That's a recipe for consolidation right there.
Yeah, I would stay away from Tesla right here. So pass for you and pass for me. Joe, where are we actually going to put our money today? I mean, there's WallStreetBets never let anybody down, right?
Right? Actually, pretty tough to make money off the hive mind on WallStreetBets in my experience. So,
okay, Joe. Let's look at this like from a top-down perspective. What sectors are actually working today? Let's jump over to the market breadth tab. That's what I wanted. I want to see what sectors are actually looking sharp. We've got financials, real estate, discretionary, and staples, and healthcare and utilities. Actually, quite a few. Not too many are bearish. So then if we look on the sector top-down look, we can see, let me move this timer out of the way. We can see from the top down, what's working today? Basic materials, financials, utilities, real estate, and defensive. But one day does not make a trend, Joe. So really what's happened over the last week? Let's see. Materials and consumer defensive. Materials are where things like gold and silver stocks and miners are going to hang out at. Consumer defensive, this is the area that I've been focusing on quite a lot. Let's dive deeper into that. Let's see which ones have really been performing this week. Food distribution, beverages, brewers, packaged foods, right? Let's look at the S&P 500 map real quick, just as a example. You've got some stocks that have absolutely been killed this week. Some stocks that you would think there's no way they can go down, right? But you've got something like Microsoft. We already shorted that guy. Apple, Oracle, Palantir, Meta, Google, Amazon, several of these big names that you think can't go down have definitely gone down. And it would be much better to be in a stock that is showing performance right now when some of these sectors are getting killed. So looking into a sector that's actually working, like the consumer defensive, and then we can drill down into something like packaged foods. Let's go to food distribution. Let's go into food distribution. So who's popping over here in food distribution? By the way, this is exactly what I've been doing every week or every day over the last couple of weeks when I'm looking at these new opportunities. What's going on? What's popping, right? Who's actually moving? And some of these, like, let's see, I'm trying to sort by best price here. USFD, US Foods. Let's go to USFD and OVTLYR. I'm very curious what that looks like right now. USFD. Well, how about that? A fresh buy signal. How about that? You got your bullish trend starting with a fresh buy signal as of today. Look how fearful it got. And of course, remember, this is not to be unexpected in the consumer staples, consumer defensive stocks, because nobody cares about these when they could buy Micron, when they could buy Rocket Lab, when they can buy something else. But when the market starts to change direction, this is the first place that smart money goes to. And you can see right here, the buy signal came through because people always got to eat, Joe. They always got to eat. That's why US Foods Holding Corp is showing such remarkable strength. So, Joe, there's been a lot of talk about SpaceX recently. And in fact, I feel like we just did a video the other day about how SpaceX could be a scam. And you definitely want to watch this video to see just how likely SpaceX might be a scam. There's so much going on. It just feels so wrong. So be sure you watch this video, hit subscribe, and we'll talk soon.